Look at her.
Let's look at a stone. Look at my little stone,
Stunning
honey.
Jasmine
And
Kennedie,
she looked
honey.
like a stone too.
She looks incredible. And I mean, let's talk about that on-camera coming out moment.
It was beautiful.
That must have, of course, been more than what we saw on
Yeah.
camera. Tell me about that moment and what led up to it and what you were feeling.
Well, there was a lot of, like when we were filming, if I recall correctly, there was a lot of circulation. You could feel that there was trans circulation. I mean, while we were filming, I already knew about Demoria, cornbread. I already knew that, you know, she was on her journey, but there was a lot going on in her life, so she was in a different place while we were filming, but she was there. I already knew. So we had our own sister vibe. It was a beautiful, kind of like, I know your secret, you know my secret, I know you know what we know, girl. And then with Jasmine, you could just see it happening. Same with Bosco, you could just see it happening. The girls either were ready to transition before they got casted, or like thought about bringing some hormones with them, low key to set. And obviously that wasn't the choice at the time. But with Jasmine, and when she was going through it, I was just like, wow, like this is that trans moment happening in front of like your face. And you can't, I think people have searched for so many years to find that moment where someone just breaks and says, I can't be this way anymore. What I've been living is not authentic to what I am. What you see is not what you're really getting. And they go through it and they break and they really come to themselves, and you see it happen.
That was right in front of our eyes.
Right in front. And like her and I had like a small little it was a long negotiation, but we talked a few days before, days or weeks there. So a few days a few days before about, you know, how she was feeling, because she wanted to know a little bit more about where she was at. And so for her to just have owned it and shown the work, she didn't just own it on TV, but she lived it out authentically. She has kept true to her word and blossomed so gorgeously. I think that I always will have so much respect and be so proud of her.
And nobody can hump the floor like Miss Jasmine Kennedie.
Nobody. She gets floors pregnant, baby.
She sure does.
Okay, she is a mop that we need.
Yes.
Jesus is a mop.